Today looks like it's going to be just one more day of really nice riding weather. We've really hit a nice gap here after about a month where it was raining almost every day, part of every day. And I always laugh because I look at the weather report, they say 0 precip, and that means probably going to rain. Now, it's always my goal to try to make every day of my life different, and having several motorcycles to ride and to rotate, I call it the pitching rotation. Well, it just makes it a little bit easier to keep every day from becoming Groundhog Day. Now, I know some people strive to have a predictable pattern to their day, every day exactly the same, and a lot of people actually, when they plan rides, they plan the same ride over and over again, and that works for them. Well, I try to get a little bit of a variety in my life. And nothing is better than coming out to the garage in the morning, looking at the, I call it my collection, my children, and picking one out and saying, let's go plow the fields together today. And the bottom line is I enjoyed them all. Now, I've very carefully tried to cultivate a collection of motorcycles that I have a 70s bike, an 80s bike, a 90s bike, 209 bikes. I don't have a really new bike, but since it's been 10 years since I bought a new motorcycle, I guess I need one from this era too. So to keep the bikes about 10 years apart and have a sample of how the bikes evolved over the years, the technology, and there's no doubt in my mind they're not getting worse. Anytime you ride one of the really old ones and then the next day you ride one of the really new ones, it's a big difference. But it's still a lot of fun, no matter what. Now, since I needed a bike from the next 10-year era, one of the bikes that appeals to me is that little 400 Kawasaki. And just funny, I was talking to Ray Straub about it. It appeals to him too. That is a great little bike. Anyway, we're going to get suited up here and get ready to go out on the open road. Now, no matter how much food I give these guys, it doesn't matter. What happens when I get back from a ride? They're still hungry. It's amazing. Now, I just wanted to mention one other little thing that I found really good, useful. You know, I do like my MotoGP gloves. They are very stiff, of course. They're thick leather. And what I tried to do, I tried to widen them a little bit at the point where your wrist goes in with some heat, and by drawing them over a can. That I put that on a previous video, and that worked well. But now what I've been doing is about every 3 or 4 days, I've been putting on some of this Neats foot oil that I got, and I keep a little rag right out where I keep the polish and everything else. And I noticed that what's happened, the gloves are getting softer and softer and more comfortable. And you'd think it would be a small thing. It's not. It's a major thing. And in less than 2 weeks, we should have our adjustable levers. And within a week, we should have that muffler. And boy, I'm looking forward to that, and then getting a whole bunch more riding on the FZR. So I reconfirmed the weather report, 0 precip. 0 precip, and you know what that means. Boy, have I been burned on that before. And today we're going to head out in a perfectly blue sky day where the wind is blowing about 40 miles an hour. And sometimes the wind does tend to just take away from the fun of the ride. Well, we got a brand new front tire, so I think the handling is going to get a little bit better today than it's been the last couple of rides. We were using up the last little mileage on that tire. I always call this bike the sleeper because everybody looks at it and thinks it's a ho-hum mundane bike, and it's anything but. It is really a lot of fun to ride. And we're expecting tonight to see one of our friends from the past of modeling. Haven't seen him in many, many years. He's coming in from St. Louis for a visit, and possibly one of these New Jersey pizzas. Mark Hughes. can hear the lawnmowers going in the background. Summer's here. Beautiful, beautiful day, except the wind was blowing all day long. Maybe it was my lucky day. It was a windy day. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching. All right, so we're interviewing Mark. Come on, tell us the whole story. From St. Louis, he's up here to visit Wendy's amazing, amazing train layout. But most of all, the modeling room. Wow, how lucky can a boy be?
I know.
Mark, every one of them has a story. All these that Joe Adamusco designed.
I watched a flight on that up at Brodak.
Wow.
And it was
big job. Went all the way out to, what do you call it, to Tucson?
Yeah.
Joe Adamusco designed this one here. Tiger Cat.
I watched you rub that thing out.
Yep, Tiger Cat's my baby. Made all these propellers from carbon fiber.
And then there's this one.
Midgley molded all the canopies. Midgley's still around, you know.
The tribute. Oh.
But the B-25 is still my favorite
It's
of
not
all
showing
of
off
these.
so you can back it up.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I think we can.
Oh,
maybe.
You think. You think.
But you got a real treat being up in what is left of the Spitfire bedroom.
It's awesome.
So Mark treated me to the finest Italian cuisine in Rutherford. Here he is. Thank you for supper, my friend.
Oh, you're welcome.
Those calamari were great.
Oh, yes, they were.